Okay, we should be live now. We're definitely showing that we're live. Still working on this. Not even sure how many more duels I have left to do here, and then I have to do all the reverse ones. And hi, welcome back. And I have to take a break real quick. Sorry to do this right at the beginning, but there was something on my shoe. I thought it was water. Touched it. It's not water. So I'll Okay, I'm back. And so is the soon-to-be homeless cat. It was cat pee on my shoe. He peed on my shoe while I was wearing it, without me noticing. I don't know how that happened. Now he's scratching me and my chair. He's just an evil cat. This isn't even the first time he's done something like this either. The other day, one of my streams was actually later than I planned because I sat down to get ready to stream and he jumped up and peed on my face. But he's done that twice. So I think he's gonna be an outside cat next weekend, as soon as we have the money to. Yeah. And you wonder why I call him Evil Cat, or say he's evil and call him homeless. This is why. Oh, Swords of Revealing Light. I forgot. But yeah, he is a horrible, horrible... Which is weird. Because... his dad... Actually, both of his parents were my cats. His dad was good. His mom kinda hated me. But she didn't do stuff like that. And then my cousin has one of his brothers. And then I have one of his brothers and his sister. And his sister's a little bit wild and doesn't like me that much. But she's not completely evil like he is. Only to other animals. No other animal is allowed to get near her. Because when I was, the first kitten, he was the last one out of the litter that we couldn't give away, so I convinced one of my cousins to take him. He now technically belongs to my uncle because my uncle likes him more than my cousins and aunt do. Even though my uncle's never liked cats before. He just bonded with this one. Which I guess is kind of a normal thing, because I like cats, but never really bonded with one until the evil monster. Although he's kind of ruined that. I usually call him either homeless or spoiled brat. At least lately, anyway. Before that, his nickname was just Buddy. Now it's Homeless and Evil Cat. I don't want to activate that yet. Also, at the moment, I'm covered in mosquito bites. And I'm allergic to mosquitoes. Maybe. I mean, I suppose if animals actually start changing when they get older, like most people, or well, like all people do, that could be a possibility. But then I actually kept, or was keeping, no, it started as there was the Kenny, the mom cat, had a litter of kittens right before Halloween, and she had a black kitten. Well, some people make stupid choices of what they do with black cats, so we weren't sure if we wanted to give him away that close to Halloween. So we had convinced my grandma to take him. And last minute, when it was time for them to go, Grandpa said no. No cat. So we ended up keeping him. That's Crowley. I think I might have posted a picture of him on Discord at one point. If not, I need to, because I have a picture of him just sitting on the back of the truck for no reason. There's one where he's on the top of the truck, and then another one where he's on the toolbox, I think. You can do this. But then, after him, different litters. Because Hayes was from her first litter, and then Crowley was from her second litter. Her third litter, I don't think anyone in the family kept a kitten out of it. But her last one, there was something wrong with her. And we knew we weren't going to have her much longer. So we had decided to keep a male kitten that looked just like her. And we knew we were keeping him. So we got attached to him. But then I was also getting attached to the sister, who was, she looks like a brindle dog. I think I've posted a picture of her at one point. If not on my Discord, I have on Xylos. We weren't supposed to keep her. But when we were getting ready to go give away kittens, she jumped out of the basket. So we said, okay, well, if we don't give away all of the kittens, then we'll take her next time with them. Well, we did end up giving away, I think there was 2 or 3 others. And then a few days later, the brother Axel comes up missing. We couldn't find him anywhere, so we ended up keeping Evie. We had decided to keep them both. Actually, I think before he came up missing. But we know one of the neighbors is taking care of him because he managed to find his way home the other day. He came up in the yard whining at us and then ran off into the woods. So I'm assuming either someone took him in or he's just doing fine on his own. But then we ended up taking in 3 strays. I think I've told that story before. That the guy across the street, they don't live there, but they have property over there with a barn and fenced in land. He used to have a horse when we first moved in. One day we go out there and the horse just wasn't there anymore. We're assuming he probably sold her. And I was actually feeding her carrots and apples and stuff because he was never out there. And she never had any food. And then at one point I think he had some pigs over there and then some goats and sheep. But they never stay over there long. Then actually it was when Kenny had her last litter of kittens. I was outside and Crowley was following me around the yard. And the guy comes up to me, or comes up to the fence, asking me to come over there and said, because we had a sign in the yard that said free kittens. He asked me if our kittens were missing. I said no, and he says okay because there's a mom with 3 kittens over here. And he said if they weren't ours, he was gonna keep them. And I said no, they're not ours. Ours are inside. Or no, ours were in the back fence, I think. But they were in a kennel inside of a fence, so it's not like they were going anywhere. But then, a few months later, after Axel came up missing, and after we had decided to keep Evie, he hadn't been out there in a while. Suddenly this cat shows up in our yard. Calico with gray stripes. One of our friends was whining and saying, why don't you just keep her and name her Snickers? Because he said he always wanted a cat, but he couldn't have one because he was allergic. And he said he'd deal with it, but his mom said no. So then we end up with a cat named Snickers. I actually should have waited till something got destroyed there. And then, next thing we know, another cat shows up. And then another cat. Oh, I can bring his thing back. Okay. And then we end up keeping both of the sisters. Because One of them, they all have kittens in our yard. Two of them, well, one of Snickers actually brings us her kittens when she got tired of feeding them. She showed us where they were and wouldn't leave till we took them. Then we knew where. We also found Kit Kat's kittens with Snickers kittens. They were a lot smaller. Then we found Reese's kittens under the truck. We ended up bringing, I think it was 12 kittens inside. Snickers wouldn't let me bring her in the house, and Reese's wouldn't stay in the house. These three cats were practically wild when they showed up over here. Kit Kat was upset when I picked her up to bring her in the house, but once she was with the kittens, she calmed down and stayed inside. This cat took care of 12 kittens. But because she was inside, we ended up getting attached to her. And then we ended up agreeing, well, it's not really fair if we're keeping 2 of the 3 sisters and sending the third one to a pound somewhere. Or a shelter. So we ended up stuck with 3 cats. And then we ended up stuck with a demon cat. And this one I only kept because he looks just like, or almost just like his dad. And his dad came up missing. Actually, like a week after I had decided to keep this kitten. Because we had noticed the dad had been acting funny. So we said maybe we should go ahead and keep one of the kittens because we knew they were his, because this one looks almost just like him. What do you want? I don't want to pet you. He's trying to grab my hand now. Yeah, now we are stuck with a bunch of cats. And out of all of them, one of the ones that's outside makes the best house cat. Except he gets mad if you don't feed him when he wants to be fed and starts slapping. First he'll scream for a long time before you feed him. And then apparently we learned today actually that if you don't feed him, he slaps you. And this one just screams. He's learning from his brother. He just screams when he doesn't get what he wants. Yeah. I have never had a pet that acted like a normal animal. Or a normal pet. Even bunnies, hamsters, fish, they all act weird. I don't know. So far, I guess back bubbles and fancy hats seem normal, but I've never had hermit crabs before. I've had a lot of pets, but I had never had hermit crabs. And Tony, she is a weird hamster. She won't let me pet her, but she'll take food out of my hand, and if I put the hamster ball up to her cage, she'll climb in it and let me put the lid on, and then she'll run around in that for a while, around the room, and then when I go to put her back in the cage, she'll climb out of the ball into the cage. And then I've told stories of my weird fish before. I guess I'll let that effect go through. Using that card was just pointless there, wasn't it? I mean, I certainly didn't see no point in that. And that thing again. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna use a card like that, I mean, wouldn't it be better to use it on something that can actually, like, use it for something and then use to bring back something you can use to special summon or tribute summon something else? Seems like the best idea for me. Sure, why not? Okay. No, this thing. Okay, there we go. Won that one. I don't don't think I'm getting through all of these duels tonight either. That's a lot. Okay, there wasn't much point in that, but sure. So what can I do here? Oh, I can actually use this guy. Seems like a decent thing to do. It's more attack power than I have. I don't think I've ever used this guy before. Don't know if I should destroy that, or if it's fine to just leave it. Probably wasn't going to summon this anyway. Or I actually could have just used that to summon it, but then it wouldn't have had its effect, so it doesn't even matter. It's fine. Okay, I should destroy that. Complicated. Oh. Actually, that's good for me. Sure. I mean, yeah, why not? Can't use the effect, but it's a little bit of attack power. Another Swords of Revealing Light, of course. This is gonna be a long duel. Or not. This helps. As long as you don't have a third Swords of Revealing Light, I think I'm okay here. And I can't... Oh, I can't attack because of this guy's effect. Oh. And ow. Okay. It's another one done. Still a few more left to go. Actually, a lot more left to go, but I'll probably only be doing a few more on stream tonight. I don't know, I'll just see how far I go with it. And that was their own field card that killed them that time. Because if their card hadn't have been banished, I think they would have been fine. This guy, summon this guy. Yes, I do that. Don't know how well this one's gonna go. Not very well. Not very well at all. Unless I get a Tyranno Infinity soon. Probably should have kept that fossil big, but fine. Throw that out there. That's the best I can do at the moment. Don't actually want to activate that till I either have the Tyranno Infinity or I absolutely need to. And there we go. Wait, what? They were evil tiles, not evil swords, weren't they? So this isn't even gonna save me here. I should have been paying more attention. But it's alright. So I can at least do that. And then I can do this. I can bring back his own card. Well, it was something at least. Well, I managed to send that back to the hand. Yeah, I can't destroy that. So unless it's in attack mode, there's no point in attacking it. And all I can do is keep sending that back to his hand. Ooh, I can't activate mine, I guess. I should actually read effects. I mean, at this point, do I just surrender and start over, or do I keep going in hopes that I draw something that can actually help? was something. Well, I mean, now there might be a chance. I do have another survival instinct in my deck. Now I just need the survival instinct. And to be able to live long enough to use it. Oh, my Jurassic World. Probably gonna lose this turn. Yep. Would have been fine if I remembered some of my monsters were reptiles, not dinosaurs. Now I have some defense at least. 50 points of life point damage. Hi, welcome to the stream. And yes, I see that you have shortened your name. If I had waited, I would have had enough to destroy them. I can fight back a little bit. Okay, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. I can't even surrender now. I just have to watch this happen. I think this might be my last try. We've been here a couple of times. Usually don't stay very long. Finally! Something decent. I actually got attack point damage. Not much, but it was something. Actually, this helps out a lot. That helped out more than I thought it did. Okay then. That was a good decision. Regeki when I need it. I also seem to have forgotten how to speak for a second there. I don't think I'm winning this one. And look at that. I'd planned on saving that for Tyranno Infinity once I got the right card, but kinda don't really have a choice anymore. Well, hopefully he doesn't get something that can beat me. Well, at least it can't beat me. Yep, there's the other one. You know what? Sure, why not? Now at least I have some life points. And that thing is back. And this thing is back. Can't destroy it. Come on. It was 3,400. Last try. Last try for tonight, anyway. Because usually when I can't beat someone right then, if I try again later, I can beat them. Might be worth it right now. Just in case. There's another one. Oh, that was nice. You can actually destroy it if you can attack it twice. I did not know that. Would have been doing that the whole time. No. I don't like that idea. And yeah, that's why I wasn't attacking. I didn't know they could be destroyed like that. As I've said before, I should really start reading effects. And we did it. After all that, we did it. Still a lot more people to duel. But I think I'll work on that maybe tomorrow. Tonight I think I'm going to give up for now. So, thank you for watching. Thank you to anyone who subscribed. Good night, and see you later.